here with Sydney Pickrem, the SEC champion last night in the 400 IM.
Yes.
4:02.2. I mean, what's it like to see that kind of swim right there and know that you're that high up in the country right now?
It's definitely kind of, I feel like things are finally starting to click when it comes to short course. Definitely my training has changed a lot, and after coming off of an injury after the Olympics, it kind of in some way was a blessing and kind of got my underwaters under control. So definitely feels good to get a good time posted at this time of the season coming up on NCAAs, so I'm happy with it.
How was what did the NCAA experience last year teach you?
Definitely that college swimming is very different from international swimming. I've been doing it since I was 14 with international, but NCAA is just a whole new ball game. And so coming into college, I didn't really know how I felt about short course. A lot of people would say that I hated it, but starting to come to a love to it. And so hopefully taking that experience from last year, I can bounce back and do even better this year.
So what did your summer experience teach you?
Definitely that you kind of have to roll with the punches. Not everything's going to work out in your favor. And even though I wasn't really pleased with my performances over in Rio, I kind of have to take that experience and know that, okay, it was the Olympic Games. That's pretty cool. So definitely happy with it in the aspect of going to learn from it, moving on to 2020. So hopefully it'll go a little bit better then.
Yeah. So how do you race a 400 IM short course different from long course?
Very different.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Explain.
So kind of my fly is definitely not my strong suit. I'm usually from behind, and that's kind of where my mom has to take a breather because she knows I'm going to be from behind at the beginning. But definitely I can use underwaters in short course. It's a lot easier for me, and I don't get as tired, and I can kind of move my way on the backstroke a bit quicker than usually long course when it's more basis on my breaststroke. But after dealing with a groin injury leading up into SECs, I knew I had to kind of rely on my backstroke and get going with it and kind of fingers crossed on the breaststroke. But it ended up working better than I thought it would. So the 4IM, definitely a lot easier short course, a lot more walls, so that kind of aspect is a lot different where you have to have your underwaters under control and kind of it's a lot more swimming involved when it comes to the 4IM long course. So it's definitely, I like it a lot better short course, and hopefully I can get it better for a long course for the upcoming international season.
Yeah.
So.
How about the 200 IM? Because maybe a little short for you, especially in short course, but still 153 is obviously moving.
Yeah, kind of. I have a hate-love relationship with the 2IM. I love it long course. That's my favorite event by far. That was my first prelim semi-final race I've ever done at Worlds, and then leading in the next year at the Olympics. So, but short course, it's kind of too short for me. Kind of trying to get my sprint going.
Yeah, it's a sprinter's race, short course.
The little bit of sprint that I have. So trying to get that under control and get that going is kind of what we've been focusing on. And to finally see a 153 on the board was good. Last year I ended with a 55, so to go just that at this point in the season, even before the full taper for NCAAs, I was happy with it, and hopefully those underwaters can help me out and get a good race at NCAAs.
Yeah. So I want to ask about training and racing with Bethany. What did you see from her in training coming off what happened this summer when she was right there 3 different times?
That's the thing is, when I watched it, I wasn't surprised at all where she was, and I knew she had a shot, and she knew it too in a way where she was confident with her training, and she just is all out all the time. Really just such a hard worker, and so racing with her every single day is someone who always pushes me, and a lot of times I can't keep up with her because she's just unreal. And so kind of to have her not only on just IM but on breaststroke, on freestyle, on backstroke, on every set, we swim IM very differently, but when it comes down to it, we're there to race each other. So having her yesterday in the 4IM was pretty awesome. Just I knew where I was in the race because of Bethany, and so in a way you can't base off of just a random person in a heat, but when it's your teammate and you see the work that they put every single day, you know how they swim a race, so it's definitely encouraging. And after we finished, she was out of breath, just that was so fun, and just that's a positive energy that's a positive energy Beth brings every single day to practice, so it's an honor to be able to train with someone like her, and I'm glad I'm gonna have her for the next couple years around. So.
So your team, you guys are obviously leading in the points race, but a lot of times doesn't get the respect nationally. But you guys continue to move up in the national rankings despite graduating pretty impressive names. Do you guys feel like underdogs at all?
Oh, all the time.
Okay.
I think we kind of, even though we won SECs last year, we still come in as an underdog, and I'd rather have that anyway. Have a target on our back, always. But when it comes down to it, A&M's going to represent A&M, and we're going to do the best that we can, and usually we're going to end up on top, and that just is how it's going to work. But no matter what people think about us before or not, like we put in the work, and we're just going to race our butts off, and usually if it ends up on top, that's great. If it doesn't and ends with the best time, that's also great. So it's definitely encouraging to have such hard workers and then see it pay off, even at SECs and let alone NCs. I'm excited to see what we can do. Yeah,
you guys are going to be up going into the last day. I guess we're going to be pretty excited tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we've been waiting for that two-breast all week.
Okay.
We have, I think, top 6 of the top 8 are all Aggies, so our breaststroke group's pretty intense on Monday mornings, and we've been waiting for it, and we're excited for it, so hopefully it'll be a good morning session and even better afternoon session.
Cool. Thanks, Sydney. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks, Agigum.